It's not Christmas in July, it's football in July. Day one of fall camp here on this July day out here. North Alabama football opening up the 2026 campaign. We got QB1 here on the Roar Down, Destin Wade, chatting with him again. Destin, we were just in Texas talking to you about this day. How does it feel today, Florence, Alabama, day one of football camp?
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome always just to go out there and spin the rock, just to be out there with the team and just see how the team's doing. So it's awesome. It's a great day for me and the team.
We talked about how different it was while we were in Texas. You were eating barbecue while other people were running, and now you're actually out here in the heat. And can it really be fall camp if it's not July? But got a little cloud cover today. I mean, was that helpful to the guys?
A little bit, but, you know, I'm still sweating right now. But it's a little helpful, but we got it through. We pushed through.
For you, last year, you were kind of the new kid on the block. Nobody really knew a lot about you. Now we know about you. You come into camp kind of submitted as quarterback one. So how has this year changed for you?
It's changed a little bit just because, you know I'm that guy. So instead of just battling someone back and forth, I just know it's my role I got to step into. But, you know, those guys in the quarterback room always push me to be better. So just grateful for that.
You guys are all learning a new system, but you have some guys that came in from Coach Partridge's old systems where they kind of know what's going on. Mm-hmm. Also, you're a returner, so you're familiar with how Coach Dearman runs a practice. How's that mix really kind of help you guys on day one?
I think it's good that some guys that know the offense, they can pick it up easy. We don't have to spend a lot of time on installs like that, and don't have to be in the backfield telling everybody what to do and stuff like that. But it's great getting those transfers in for sure.
You got the Alabama Health Guidance patch on your jersey. That's new, but no number on your jersey. They got, but no number change, right? You're still going to be 5.
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right,
yes, sir.
so
they should put on soon.
That's going to be the same for you. Offensively, overall, I mean, Mike kind of just alluded to this, but how comfortable is everybody out there right now?
I think they're really comfortable. We've been through these installs ever since spring, basically. So a lot of people are comfortable, and we just got to grow and keep on continue to execute. So.
What can we expect going forward over the next few weeks? Obviously, you'll graduate from helmets to shells to full pads, but what are you guys hoping to accomplish in that first week?
Really just see who those guys are that are most reliable, that can get the job done, just who can be consistent and stuff like that. So we're just going to see who shows that, and, basically.
I'm going to jump back to the red jersey because obviously that means you can't be touched in practice. And sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. But also, how fresh do you have to be outside of practice in the classroom as you guys are diving into this playbook?
You said fresh?
Yeah. I mean, how do you keep your mind fresh for all the studying you have to do?
Oh, yeah. It's hard. Just thankfully, I don't have any classes yet, and school hasn't started, so I'm just all in on the playbook right now. But, you just got to keep a sharp mental edge, and that's a part of playing quarterback, I feel like. Just got to know what's everybody doing and who's lined up wrong and everything like that. So I think I've just been used to it throughout the years.
Last thing for me, Destin, since we brought up the red jersey, it's a little different for you as a quarterback. You're not, going out and hitting anybody anytime soon. You're kind of, protected with that red jersey.
Yeah.
Do you ever wish sometimes that you could trade it out and maybe get some tackles or hits in?
A little bit. Sometimes I wish I was live maybe one period, but, just that first hit in that first game gets me woken up a little bit. So I'd say it's iffy. It's iffy.
Well, we're about a month out from the first game of the season, Destin. We're going to talk to you some more throughout fall camp and as we approach game number 1, week 0, man. Hey, enjoy fall camp. You guys had great weather, man. I hope it holds up for you guys. It's about to be August in Alabama. We know how that will be, but good luck, man. We appreciate you chatting with us.
Thank y'all for having me.
We're going to talk with Coach Dearman, Coach Mike Johnson, and Jahem Ingram all coming up next here on the Roar Down. Football in July coverage continues here on the Roar Down. Benjamin Ray, Mike Ezekiel, and number 44, Jahem Ingram with us next. Day 1 wraps up. Jahem, your 4th year at North Alabama, your 4th day 1. How does this one compare to maybe the previous 3?
This one is definitely special because coming into this, I thought it was my last year. So I've kind of been approaching with that mindset all year long. But it's definitely been different. A lot less pressure. It's more pressure on being a leader than being a performer, and I kind of like that.
Just over a week ago, we were in Texas eating barbecue, and now you're out here running, and you're kind of glad at the time.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody's running, I'm not, but now you're back out in it. But kind of blessed with a little bit of decent weather. But what was that like, I guess, being out here today?
If y'all want me to be completely honest, the first day we came back, we had runs the next morning. And I told Dearman, I'm going to try my hardest not to let that barbecue up. But the barbecue definitely came up after the run.
Oh, no.
I finished the run, but it came up. But after that, I was fine, I don't regret it for anything. Like I told y'all, I would fly back just to eat that again. So, yeah, it was definitely great.
Man, for linemen, I don't want to say miserable. What are the first couple of days of camp like, man, when you don't have pads on?
It's more about the technique as point of things than, trying to overpower somebody and win the gap. It's more about working your steps, working your hands. And it's kind of boring, to be honest, because you don't get to bang, and that's what you play down low to do.
Yeah, y'all are ready to bang, but I know you said there's still a lot of competition out there with the offense and defense. What's that like?
Definitely. Oh, it's good. It's all friendly competition, but we know in between those lines, talk and all that. It's all legal. Anything goes. But, you know, once we walk out that white line, you know, we all back to being a family, celebrating, you know, just trying to get better as a team at the end of the day.
Steve Herring showed me some data last week, and the offensive and defensive lines had the most significant strength gains from a season ago. You've always been a weight room warrior, but what does it mean to you to see the rest of your group putting in that work?
It's definitely special. You know, we've got guys overpowering a lot of people. So, you know, that's what you want on the O-line. You know, you got big guys like Peter Okafor. Carson Wheeler is one of the real strong ones that's kind of bloomed. But, you know, that strength plays a big part in what we do. You can't really do what we do without having brute strength. So.
And having that depth around you, we've talked a lot about it in the offseason, in the spring too. Just how does that show on day one, and how does that help? Just knowing you have guys that can do it.
It's definitely weird watching, you know, another rack or two go in before I go back out there. It felt a little off, but at the end of the day, you know, you kind of enjoy the break. I get to go back, get in the ice bath, get some treatment, and I'll probably definitely feel the differences tomorrow for sure.
What's the classroom work now that you got a new defensive philosophy that you're learning?
It's a lot of, you know, technique with what play and which where, but you know, they kind of trust us. So a lot of it has been, you know, guys go home on your own and come back to it, study it, and then if you have questions, come back and ask us, and we'll talk about it as a team. And I kind of like that aspect because it shows you the ones that really care and want to put in the work. So it's kind of on you. Like, you get what you want out of it at the end of the day.
Jahem, last thing for me, you know, as you go through these first days, you're in helmets, you'll graduate to shells, you'll graduate to full pads. What are you hoping to accomplish in this first week as a team and individually for yourself?
Team and individually, I just want to see everybody get in shape. I think one of the hardest things to do is kind of be in shape when you get full pads on, especially as you add more weight. So getting in shape as a team and, you know, coming out here and dominating, and like, you're going to get tired, but you can't be dog tired to where you can't, you know, communicate or get the play. That's going to be one of the biggest things for us this week for sure.
Jahem, it's always a pleasure chatting with you, man. We love watching you out there on the field. We can't wait for that first game here at the end of August.
Yes, sir. I'm ready for it.
Jahem Ingram still to come here in the Roar Down. We got North Alabama head coach Brent Dearman and the Hall of Famer and linebackers coach Mike Johnson.
If we don't always get to choose what's next, I'm going to make this choice count.
If what I believe in matters, then let's find out what I can do.
If I can be counted on, then I'll count on myself, too.
If there's always room to grow,
Then let's see how big our world can get.
Want to keep up with North Alabama athletics no matter where you are? Stay up to date with all things UNA by following the Lions on social media. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, subscribe to the UNA Athletics YouTube page, get your game day schedules, score updates, full game recaps, highlights, and more by keeping up with the Pride on social media. No matter where you are, you can stay in the know by following us on social media. Visit RoarLions.com today for more information. Camp is over, and we're chatting now with North Alabama head coach Brent Dearman. Coach, fourth day one for you here at North Alabama. How did this one feel, maybe compared to some of the others?
Little side story, a lot of people will probably like to enjoy from day one. This is probably the most stressful day one I've ever had. So we're in the middle of practice. We just got finished with our middle of practice snack break time, and I look up, and there's a truck parked on the back side of our complex over here with a camera. And who the heck is this? I call Mike. I said, Mike, there's somebody filming our practice out here, man. Ends up being Grant. Grant's over getting stuff, and so most stressful day one because of Grant. But overall, I thought our players come out and they respond to us. It's day one. Everybody in the country is having the same day one. You never have a awful day one. You never ever have a great day one. It's how now can I improve from day one to day two. Can I constantly close the gap? And that's what kind of our motto we talked to our team about yesterday was, here's the dream I've got for you as a player. Here's the vision that we say you are as a player, but here's where you're at now. And my job every day is to close the gap to get to that point. So can tomorrow be better than today?
It's always fun on day one because you get the media out here. It's fresh for all the players. They're out there doing new things. But, Coach, one thing that's kind of different, I think, for us compared to maybe some other teams, and I know you're not in the comparison game, but it seems like you got a lot more returners than some others may have, and you've got, new systems with people that have been in those systems. So having that mix and having some familiarity, I'm sure that maybe played an advantage.
Well, it's crazy to think that in college football we brought in we've got 60-plus new players here.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the exact number, but from last year to this year, there's over 60 players that are new faces. We've got most of the staff are new faces, and we have more returners than most people. That's the crazy thing about college sports nowadays. So you used to be able to do all the scouting in the summer. You'd have a notebook on every opponent you played, and you don't have a clue anymore. Like, you have no idea what players are going to be starting, what players are going to be there most of the times. The system changed with coaches, who's actually calling it, who's not calling it. So you have to figure out so much in season now more than you used to because of the way the portal is.
And with those returnees, Coach, I'm looking over here back behind us. There's Destin Wade. He was just picking up garbage over there. Jahem Ingram, Noah Gregg. I mean, some of the last guys. There's Avery back there behind us as well. I mean, that's got to be powerful to know that those returnees are still out here right now putting in some work.
They are. I think they saw me picking up some trash, and two of our leadership council guys went, oh, we're going to get in big trouble if we don't do something. So they met awesome kids. Jahem Ingram is kind of the face of what we're building here as this program, being a local guy, being a 4-year starter, always does things the right way, huge in the community, and he's out here putting in extra work, out here cleaning up, doing the little things the right way. Kind of the definition of what we're trying to build this program around.
Coach, back in Texas about a week and a half ago, you told us that it was a really good sign for you that you got to bring a quarterback to media day, and just how significant that was, knowing that going into fall camp you kind of know who your QB1 is. What has that been like for you after day one, seeing Destin?
I tell you, it's a great feeling when the locker room knows who's going to be the guy. Not so much the coaching staff. I mean, we've been coaching for many years. There's been years that I've named a starter week one, and it worked out. Been years I named a starter week one, and it didn't work out. But when the team, when the 105 guys, 110 guys in that locker room know and believe in that guy, it leads to better practices. It leads to better meetings. It leads to better games. It leads to so many good things when they know who the guy's going to be.
And then, Coach, we talked to Destin about this a little bit, Jahem as well. They got the Alabama Health Guidance jersey patches on their uniforms. Ike Fowler's stepping up big time. You got the stadium popping up right now. I mean, the support right now, does it feel like an all-time high for you?
It is. I mean, this community is behind this football team, and we're constantly reminding these guys of this. Lee and Ike and Clay now. Clay has stepped into the business as well. Those guys have come in and been very supportive, but there's so many others that are supportive of this football team that are helping out in so many different ways. This summer we added 500 pounds as a team. Chet and Chester McKinney gave to our program this summer to feed the team so we could have in-house meals all summer long. But there's so many names of people in this community that's stepping up and making a huge difference in UNA football right now.
Speaking of making a huge difference, Ben kind of alluded to the new stadium coming online, and obviously starting fall camp out here, and very soon you'll be steps away from your locker room, being able to just be there every day and be in the stadium. I mean, how exciting is that, knowing that you've been out here putting in the work?
This is not complaining at all, but I don't think most people realize the kind of behind the scenes sometimes of having an off-campus practice facility. Yeah. I was talking with Coach Bowen about it yesterday, and at night we have walkthroughs. And let's say this, it takes us 12 to 15 minutes to drive here with traffic, with lights, then 12 to 15 minutes to get back. So it adds 30 minutes to your day that way. Well, if you want to come and have a walkthrough in the afternoon, that's another 30 minutes added to your day. So you add an hour of time on a coaching staff in fall camp, hour of time on players in fall camp. So getting able to be on campus, not only just to have the pride of having your own place, but to reduce travel, to reduce times between meetings, to take more off time of the day for coaches to plan, it's going to be huge for so many different regions to walk out into Bank Independence Stadium.
We're working towards week 0. Today was day 1 out there in helmets. Take us through the progression of the next couple weeks of practice.
We'll play laundry football, shorts football for one more day. It's the hardest days in football is trying to get O-linemen, D-linemen, linebackers, tight ends to play football with just a helmet on. And you got to move your feet. You got to play more with your feet than you do your head and your shoulders. You can't strike and disengage. There's so many different ways that we have to overcoach things these first 2 days. When you really want to coach their fit, you really want to coach technique, you probably spend more time yelling at guys staying off the ground, yelling at guys to slow the tempo down a little bit, stuff like that. So I am excited to get to past these helmet days. We'll have 2 scrimmages within the first 15 days of practice. Then we'll have a big special teams kind of push to see who the last couple guys on the bus is. So we'll go hard against ourselves for about 2.5 weeks, and then we'll take our attention and focus on a good Sanford team.
Last thing for me, kind of a fun question, even as a player, going back to your playing days, as a coach now, you talked about the helmet days kind of being the, the more monotonous ones, and then you get into the more fun stuff. What's your favorite day of fall camp?
Well, I was a quarterback. Every day was a helmet day.
Of course. So, there you go.
I wore a red jersey my entire career. And so every day, shoulder pads was just an accessory for me at practice. So as a player, it didn't really matter to me. My favorite days as a coach is usually that first day you put full pads on. It tells the true kind of definition of a player is how they respond the first day pads come on. Some guys get too amped up, and they make so many mistakes because they're thinking more of the physical side and setting an edge and instead of doing their job. So you get to see what a player's made of and what he does when adversity hits, what he does when he's juiced up. Uses that first day in full pads.
Any day one traditions when you're going out there to practice for the first time?
Not really. I when I was younger, I'd probably drink too many energy drinks early on, and then as I've gotten older, I drink a cup of coffee now. But I listen to my worship music on the drive over. I don't get as amped up probably as I used to, and my heart probably enjoys that a little bit more. But I still fly around, and I'm coaching the punt team today. Yelling at running backs today. So what I've learned, I've got full voice right now. I will usually, about 3 to 4 days in, I will start losing my voice, and I'll spend the next week with my voice cracking and stuff like that. So it gets embarrassing. And then I'll gain that voice back about the time camp's getting over with.
You've got an all-time great coach voice, so I want to compliment you on that. Last thing, Coach, as we progress, position battles, what are you looking forward to moving forward?
I told our coaches I want a fluid depth chart where it's going to change every day. And that way guys don't get comfortable. If a guy's been a starter for 2 years, Colin Wright, I'm just going to throw him out there. Colin Wright's been a starter in here for 2 years. Well, whoever his backup is today, if he never gets the hope that there's any chance of him moving above him, then he's going to shut it down. So we need, and for Colin's sake, Colin needs to be motivated to not be content in that spot. So I want to have a fluid depth chart, and the guy that won today needs to be the starter tomorrow. And then the guy that wins 2.5 weeks needs to be starter in game 1. So every position group, Destin Wade to Colin Wright to Ian Vachon to Leo Glover, no, I don't care who it is. I want you to be your best every single day, and if you're not, somebody else is going to be in that spot tomorrow.
Well, Coach, as always, we appreciate you chatting with you. Day one, best of luck moving forward.
Thank you. Roar Lions, keep Grant away from the backside of the practice field.
ESPN could see us. The test worked, so sorry for the stress there. We'll take one more timeout. Mike Johnson, the Hall of Famer, joins us next. He was named to the D2Football.com Quarter Century Team of the Year. Mike Johnson is up next here. The roar down from day one of football practice. And, Mike, we're going to talk about that in just a second. But I was thinking earlier, 5 years as a player here at North Alabama, so 5 day ones. Your second year as a coach back here at North Alabama, so 7 day ones of fall camp. How did this one feel today?
Man, it's really humid. And the guys lost a lot of body weight, water weight today. But as far as the on-the-field stuff, just getting the guys used to what we're asking of them in high-pressure situations, and just seeing how they respond to it the best.
Do you selfishly kind of wish you could have put the pads on yourself and gotten out there today, or are you happy in your role now?
I think that was a Mike Johnson from years ago. I think I'm okay. But honestly, I could give him maybe 1 3-play series.
I think Lion fans would love to see that.
Hey, I got one
more
series.
than anything.
I got one series for you, and then I don't know. Age will kick in.
Well, Mike, let's go back to that 04 to 08 run you had here at North Al. I think I messed up the years. Just
05.
05. I was off by a year, trying to just rattle it off there. But man, I think you were the first one that saw that you made the team from D2Football.com. Mike Ezekiel here texted me that over the weekend after Brock Caraboa let him know, or maybe you told him. I don't know. But
I got it for Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, Brock texted me.
How did it feel? Take us through how you found out.
So I'm laying in the bed with my daughter. We're watching Peppa Pig or something, and I get a text message from Brock. What does Brock Caraboa want? So I open it up, and he's like, "Hey, man, I got something to show you." Okay, Brock, what is it? So he sends it to me, and I kind of look at it, and I saw the D2 football, but I was with my daughter, so I didn't open it up immediately. And once I finally got a second, I opened it up. And I just saw the offense, and I'm like, okay, like, cool, whatever. So I kept scrolling down, and I see my name, and I'm like, oh my God, no way. So I go back up and I actually read what was, what the founder, Mr. Brandon, had wrote and said, and man, my jaw just immediately hit the floor. Like, you guys know how I am. I'm not gonna brag on myself, but like this one, it was pretty special. Made me smile. And, yeah, man, that's how I found out, just sitting there laying in the bed watching Peppa Pig and getting basically put on another list of D2 football, which is cool.
Well, and you told me you didn't want to send it to me because you didn't want to feel like you were –
Yeah, my mom got on to me a little bit.
They made you do it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but this is one of those things where, you know, this is more for my kids. This is more for – my teammates in the university and the community, all the people that supported me through those days. I feel like this is for them. Mr. Reed Ware, Miss Peggy Sue Henson, just people in this community that know the journey and know the story. Man, I ain't celebrating this thing by myself. I'm celebrating it with the entire UNA community. So love you guys.
And we've been talking about it a lot with you and with others. I saw one person congratulate you on Twitter and that, man, I never will forget when you knocked me out in a game or something like that. And then we started reminiscing about some of the players. I mean, What are some of the floods of memories you've had looking at all this?
Holy cow. Man, just going back to 05, like you said, man, just playing with the Chip Long or playing with the Anthony Merritt, Jerron Fountain, the legend DeMarcus Blunt. God, man, just so many. I mean, and I can't leave out my guy, my personal guy, A.J. Milwee, who I've bled with, went to war with. Man, just along this journey and seeing all the text messages and that the guy's happy for me, that probably made me feel the best. Just my teammates saying, Mike, you deserve it more than anything.
Man, what a great list of guys you just rattled off there. That fired me up. And some of those guys maybe could have been on that list, to be honest with you. But
I thought so, too.
Yeah, and if you don't know Brandon from D2Football.com, he's the authority on D2 football, you know, has a database of history. And that was the start of that website in 2000. So his 26 years of coverage, you were one of those guys. And I guess talk about some of the names that you saw yourself with. I mean, guys that have been in the NFL. I saw Adam Thielen and Danny Woodhead, Malcolm Butler. I mean, just
Matthew Judon.
Yes.
Drayton Florence. The quarterback. I can't think of his name, but the quarterback from Grand Valley.
Yeah.
He went like 51-4 or something like that. As I was reading, like this, just to be a part of a list like this, a part of a team like this. Michael Eubanks, even though I hate Delta State. He was a great player. He really was. And even Larry Dean from Valdosta, don't like him, don't like the Blazers. But, yeah, I guess he was a good player. And just us all being on that list together, it's an honor. It really is.
Mike and I talk about those rivalries around people, like some of the newer, younger people that are around.
They won't understand.
And they don't understand
they don't understand
the rivalry, the hatred that we had for those schools back in the day.
I remember in 2007 we lost at Valdosta, and they cut the hot water off on us after the game. Like, I will never like those guys in my life.
I remember getting booed out of the stadium,
Oh,
man. It was rowdy.
The rivals were. It was real.
It was real. It was real.
Yep.
Man, from the great memories to today, man. Steve Herring was telling me the linebackers had one of the more significant weight gains in the weight room, man.
Definitely,
How do you
yeah.
feel like your group is heading into camp?
I have a 3 deep, which is impressive because 2 of them are young. With Raylan Sims and Charles Capel, man, they're learning quickly. They're able to rep versus the first team and second string offenses. They're learning really well. And pushing the older guys, which is what I love the most, man. We got Tango and Bishop and Fred and Nolan, but we really do have a great group of guys that hold each other accountable and want to be the best unit on the team.
Really excited to see Fred's progression as he kind of makes that move over to you. But, Coach, last thing for me, I know you're a busy guy. Got to get back to your linebacker room, get everybody ready. But,
Yes, sir.
what are you hoping this team and this defense and your group specifically could accomplish in those first weeks before putting on the full pads?
Man, just getting past the sore phase and getting to a peaceful spot mentally, just okay with what we're calling and understanding the mentality of the calls and what we're calling, why we're calling it in that situation. And, man, just more than anything, just a clean bill of health for my guys, for the team.
Day 1, working towards that Week 0 game against Samford. Another accolade to add to Mike Johnson's resume, man. We're so glad you're back home on the defensive side of the football, back year 2 at North Alabama. Mike Johnson, thanks for breaking it down with us.
Thanks, man. Glad to be here.
Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Day 1 complete of practice. We're going to have more coverage on the Roar Down in weeks to come. Thanks to Braden and Grant and Natalie behind the scenes for keeping things going. Thanks to all of our guests as well. And, Mike, football season is here. We are off and running. Next thing we know is going to be in Huntsville.
Yeah, that's right. 15 practices in fall camp that are kind of, ready to go, and we'll see some scrimmages. We'll see some pads. It's going to be exciting to be out here. But being in Huntsville, that's going to be thrilling, and I can't wait to be there with you, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Joe Davis Stadium, first D1 football game ever. First college football game, actually, I believe, too, at that stadium, and it already looks great. Can't wait to see our fans there. And then September 19th will be here before we know it, too.
We cannot wait. We're counting down the days. We're going to be out here at practice probably once a week or so, bringing you coverage, talking to people fresh off the field. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next week. For Mike Ezekiel, I'm Benjamin Ray, saying Roar Lions.